Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Autoblog. For years, car brands have tried making vehicles for millennials that are affordable and practical, but have not always had the looks to back it up. And by doing that, millennials didn't gravitate towards these vehicles. Just think of the Scion XA and XB and the Kia Soul, which I believe the Kia Soul could have been good, but I think the marketing was way off. Today, I am taking a look at the 2018 Nissan Kicks SR, and I want to see if Nissan has finally figured out how to sell to millennials and younger drivers. Huge thank you to Kelly Nissan of Woburn in Woburn, Massachusetts for allowing me to do this review. The link will be in the description below so you can check out their extensive Nissan inventory. And so, without wasting any further time, let's get right into this review. All new for 2018, the Nissan Kicks is ready to change a segment in more ways than one. While it's obvious that Nissan is aiming to attract younger buyers from the ages of 18 to 25, the Kicks is priced so competitively and offers a decent amount of technology features that even slightly older buyers who live in bigger cities may also gravitate to this small crossover instead of other vehicles in this price range. The Kicks we're taking a look at today is the SR trim, which starts just over $20,000. For the base model, you're looking at a price tag just around $18,000. Nissan's decision to no longer sell the Juke in the US and the consumer's demand for practical compact vehicles coincides with the addition of the all-new Kicks. What immediately stands out is that the Kicks is not boxy, which has often been the design for vehicles aimed at younger drivers, like the Scion XA and XB and the Kia Soul. While Nissan says the Kicks isn't a replacement for the Juke, it doesn't take much speculation that they're aiming for a larger consumer demographic, rather than the cult following the Juke has. Based on recent automotive history, Nissan went much more conservative when it comes to the overall design of this crossover, which may pay off in the long run. We'll discuss the practicality aspect in more detail later, but getting the appearance right is crucial for the success of this vehicle. For the SR trim, the Kicks will get 17-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights with LED signature accents, fog lights, a rear spoiler, and a number of exterior color options, including a handful of two-tone color combinations. For performance, the Nissan Kicks comes with a 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine that gets 125 horsepower and 115 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a continuously variable automatic transmission. Obviously, you're not going to be breaking any speed records with this crossover, as the Kicks is really meant to be a good option for consumers who live in the city. For fuel economy, you can expect to receive 31 miles per gallon in the city and 36 miles per gallon on the highway. For the drivetrain, the Kicks will only be available with front-wheel drive, which is typical for a crossover in this price range. Inside, you're greeted by cloth bucket seats for both the driver and passenger. If you opt for the premium package, you get heated leatherette seats along with an 8-speaker Bose sound system, with 2 speakers being in the headrest of the driver's seat. Unfortunately, neither front seat is power adjustable, but for around $22,000 after we add the premium package, wishing for power adjustability would be a stretch. But some of the safety and technology features make up for it though. In front of you is a half analog, half digital instrument panel, allowing you to customize what you see next to the speedometer by using the buttons mounted on the leather-wrapped steering wheel. Here you can scroll through information such as fuel efficiency, tire pressure, and a digital speedometer. For the infotainment system, the Kicks will come with a 7-inch touchscreen, which is standard on all trims. Available on the SV trim and up, you'll get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, which will allow you to integrate Google Maps, as navigation is not offered on the Kicks. What should raise eyebrows is the safety features, including an overhead camera and side view camera to aid in parking to go along with your backup camera and rear cross traffic alert. This is the first vehicle I've come across under $30,000 to have a 360-degree bird's eye view camera, and in general is a feature that's very rare to find on a car in this segment. Moving down the center console, you'll find the buttons for your single zone climate control. Below that, you have a USB input and a 12-volt outlet. One of the minor touches I do like is the piano black trim around the gear shift lever, and the stitching throughout the center console that gives a higher quality appearance. You'll get 2 cup holders in between the seats, but like most vehicles in this price range, there isn't a storage compartment, and instead there's 2 USB inputs and a small place for your key fob. Passengers in the back will get a decent amount of legroom, but might be a bit cramped for people 6 feet and above. With the Kicks being a compact crossover, ample amounts of room shouldn't be expected. One of the major selling points for the Kicks is its rear cargo space. Nissan boasts that it's a class-leading 25 cubic feet of rear cargo room with the seats folded up, which to put that into perspective is about 7 cubic feet more than a BMW X1 and X2, and is much more practical than most compact cars. As someone who carries a lot of camera equipment, the Kicks provides enough room and then some, as I still have space to use.
Now, having spent some time with this Nissan Kicks, I'd like to say that it is great for college graduates or college students who are living off campus. So if you live in the Boston area, you can think of like Cambridge, Somerville, and the other cities just outside of Boston. Now, what do those students or what those people who live in those cities have to experience all the time? Tight parking, constantly parallel parking, and what is the major issue? Well, they're afraid of hitting another person's car, maybe getting some bumper scrapes. Well, with this vehicle, it has safety equipment that I think is going to go a long way, and it's definitely built for the city driver and the city dweller. Overall, I think Nissan has done a really good job with this vehicle. Now, Nissan says that this is not a replacement for the Juke, but I do see why most consumers would think it is, just because it has a similar body shape to it. In my opinion, it looks great, so I think it's selling towards more of a larger consumer base. I think the Juke had more of a cult following. I think the Nissan Kicks will do really well with really, even if it's not just younger drivers, but also older drivers as well, like in their 30s that are living in the city. I think this vehicle does really well. It's practical, it's affordable, very fuel efficient. It's just, to me, it's an overall great vehicle for somebody who lives in the city and needs great gas mileage, needs a vehicle to get around town and to carry their equipment or whatever they're carrying with them, such as like school bags or, you know, boxes to dorms and stuff. I just think that this is a great overall vehicle that will do really well, and I'd be surprised if it doesn't in this segment.
Once again, I'd like to thank Kelly Nissan for allowing me to check out and review the 2018 Nissan Kicks SR. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.